What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Times Off. Another review for the March 9th NHL Games. So we're going to start off with the Stars and the Kings. So in the first period, Kevin Fiala scores 26 seconds in from Drew Doughty. Second period, at 10:34, Brad Fox would score from Craig Smith. Robertson would add to the Dallas lead at 10:52 the second from Pavelski and Lundell. Third period at 6:47, Wyatt Johnson would score from Matt Duchene and Mason Marchment on the power play. And then Joe Pavelski would put them up by 3 at 6:20 from Jason Robertson into the empty net. And that's how the score would end. 4-1 Dallas, they did that one. St. Louis and the Rangers, the other New York team. First period, Vinny Trocheck scores at 5:51 from Artemi Panarin and Adam Fox on the power play. Jimmy Beefsey, former Canuck, would score from Barclay Goodrow at 19:37. Second period, there's no scoring. Third period, at 6:23, Chris Kreider would score from Artemi Panarin and Adam Fox on the power play. Then 11:23, the third, Kako would score from Gustafsson and Winterberg on the power play. New York takes that one for nothing. Philadelphia and Tampa Bay. In the first period, Victor Hedman would score from Kucherov and Radish at 1:49. Nick Paul would score at 5:55 from Duclair and Radish on the power play. Connor Sherry would score at 9:10 from Radish and Nisimot. At 10:49, Braden Point would score from Stamkos and Hedman on the power play. Second period at 15:42, Duclair would score from Stamkos, first game with his new team. Third period at 7:33, Hedman would score from Point and Radish. And then at 8:16, Hagel would score from Radish and Nisimot on the power play. So, good night for Darren Radish on the assist front. Tampa takes that one 7-0 over the Flyers. Ottawa and San Jose. In the first period, Thomas Bordeleau scores from Zetterlund and Granlund on the power play at 6:24. Second period, Stützle would score for the Sens to tie it up at 9:18 from Sanderson and Kachuk on the power play. Bordeleau would score again from Granlund and Eklund on the power play at 14:37 to put them up by 1. Third period, there's no scoring. Sharks take it 2-1. Alright, Blackhawks and Capitals. Got my Ovechkin jersey on here. In the first period, Hendrix Lapierre scores at 7:01 from Carlson and Prochas. Scarbosa would score at 8:45 from Trevor Van Riemsdyk and John Carlson. Wilson would score at 13:36 from Strome and Ovechkin on the power play. Second period at 17:24, Sonny Milano would score from Protas. In the third period, Tyler Johnson would score at 9:49 from Tenodi and Sanford. Caps take that one 4-1 over Chicago. Maple Leafs and Habs. Canadian matchup there. First period, 38 seconds in, Mike Matheson scores from Caulfield and Slavkovsky. Second period, McMahon scores 39 seconds in from Kemp. Max Domi would add to the lead at 18:41 from Cal Yarncrook and TJ Brody. Third period, Newhook would tie it up at 5:05 from Slavkovsky and Matheson on the power play. And then Tavares would give the Maple Leafs the lead from McCabe and Domi at 13:14. And that's how the score would end. 3-2 Toronto. They take that one over the Habs. Alright, Boston and Pittsburgh. The first period, there's no scoring. Second period at 2:26, Pastrnak scores from DeBrusk and Zaka. Zaka would hit one of his own at 12:48 from Geeky and Laurie on the power play. Marchand would score from Coyle and Lindholm at 18:25. Third period at 2:51, Letang would score from Sidney Crosby. DeBrusk would score at 9:36 from Marchand and Lindholm. And then Zaka would score from Pastrnak and Heinen at 15:33. Boston takes it 5-1 over the Pens. New Jersey and Carolina. The first period, Martin Necas scores to put the Canes on top at 12:28 from Teravainen and Nosen on the power play. Second period, Heischer ties it up from Jack Hughes at 15:27. Third period, Kakanyemi scores from Faust and Pesci at 2:50. Svechnikov would score at 18:49 from Teravainen and Shea into the empty net. Meyer would score from Marino and Hughes, that's Jack Hughes, at 19:48, and then Teravainen would score unassisted into the empty net at 1952. Can't see that one 4-2 over the Devils. Edmonton and Buffalo. This made me very happy. In the first period, 29 seconds in, McLeod scores from Draisaitl and Warren Foegele. Foegele would score one of his own at 14-19 from McLeod shorthanded. Thompson would put the Sabres within one at 15-35 unassisted on the power play. Second period, there's no scoring. Third period, 11:39. Jacob Bryson scores unassisted to push to overtime. In overtime, someone scored, I can't remember who, with 2 seconds left, winning the game for the Buffalo Sabres for the first time. And then Alex Tuch would score the shootout winner to win the game for the Sabres the second time. They took that one 3-2 over Edmonton. It's hilarious. Nashville and Columbus. In the first period, Kiefer Sherwood scores unassisted at 12:19. Second period, Texier scores from Provorov at 1:50. And then the third period, Evangelista scores from Jankowski and Novak at 4:16. Nashville takes that one 2-1 over the Jackets. Flames and Panthers in the first period. There's no scoring. Second period, 23 seconds in, Tarasenko scores first goal of his new team unassisted. At 51, Sharon Govich would score from Kadri and Kuzmenko, former Canuck, on the power play. At 6:19, Barkov would score from Reinhardt and Tarasenko. Bennett would score at 13-12 from Forsing and Kachuk. Tarasenko would score again, second of the game, at 14:55 from Forsing and Oliver Ekman-Larsson, former Canuck. Third period at 4:30, Stenlund would score from Listerine short-handed, and that's how the score would end. 5-1 Florida over Calgary. Alright, Detroit and Vegas. The first period, at 9:08, Dorofeev scores from Theodore and Stevenson. 14:36, Marchessault scores from Eichel and Hannafin. Rasmussen would score for the Red Wings at 19:32, the first from Sider and Perron. Second period, no scoring. Third period, at 2:44, JT Compher would score from Sider and Kopp on the power play. McNabb would score for the Knights at 10:07 from Brisson and Eichel. Gostisbehere would score at 10:44 for the Red Wings from Rasmussen and Perron. Marchessault would score again from Eichel and Barbashev at 17:16, and then he would complete the hat trick at 18:53 from Barbashev and Hannafin into the empty net. Vegas takes it 5-3. And then my favorite game of the night, Vancouver versus Winnipeg. In the first period, at 2:05, JT Miller scores from Höglander and Hughes to put the Canucks up 1-0. Höglander would score his 20th this season at 13:47 from Pia Suter and Elias Pettersson. Really impressed with Höglander this year. It's been a great year for him. 17 minutes into the first, Giuseppe scores from Teddy Bluger. Second period, at 4:04, Patterson scores from Garland and Hughes on the power play. And then in the third period at 15:06, Suter scores unassisted to put the Canucks up 5-0. That's how the score to end. Bit of a scary moment when Demko left the game. He would not return, and apparently he's going to be out 2 to 4 weeks with a knee injury, which sucks. But I'm going to be optimistic. Smith looked really good, and the team was confident in front of him as well. So we'll see what happens over the next 8 games, I guess, at home. And Demko should be back for the playoff start. Anyways, that's going to be it for me today. So hit like if you liked it, subscribe if you liked it, and I'll see you guys next time. Adios.